Hello there.
It's the Backyard Ufologist.
Cool.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Extermination by your command.
Good evening, Dave. Everything's running smoothly.
What in blazes is that?
I've never seen anything like it.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Make it so, number one.
Captain, I appreciate the risks you are taking in my behalf, but I must insist that they are worthwhile only if there is a reasonable chance for success.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
What?
Oh man, that is good music here on a Friday. Hello, this is David, the Backyard Ufologist. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up, and most of all, be sure to comment and participate. Tell us what you think that you see in some of these pictures. I would like to take time out to say hello to everybody in Alabama, all my friends and family. It's down there, and in Georgia, Rome, Georgia. A lot of bad tornadoes came through Alabama yesterday. My daughter was there and her husband, Crystal and Chris, and they took a lot of pictures and showed me, and those were some really big tornadoes, and I could just see, the mountain, Oak Mountain, where we used to go and swim and hike and everything, that thing going right over the mountain. It was awesome. And then even more, there was one big one south of Birmingham, a mile wide, and it kept going all the way across the state. This was a big tornado. Eagle Point, Greystone, all in that area. That's where I lived in the 90s, in that general area on Highway 119 and 280. And man, they are cleaning up. They took a beating. It was just one of those spring times where it was ripe, because I know when I was growing up, I used to be scared. Oh, we'd go in the basement all the time. So this is what happens down there in the springtime, summertime too. Sometimes it gets very violent. So all of our prayers, and remember you down in Alabama, all the severe weather. So sorry about that. You have our prayers. Tomorrow night we're finally having our Sky Watch here. The group is called CTCE5 ET Meditation on Facebook, and you can join if you would like. We've been trying to plan this since, I guess, January, and we're finally getting there now, and it's happening tomorrow night. We are hoping that it is going to happen. The weather looks like it's going to be clear now. We've been watching it very, very closely, and I'm very excited to see everybody's techniques and how they do their communication with ET. They're going to have some drums. They're going to have the singing bowls, and it's going to be great. We're going to take some video. We may even go live for a little while. So it's just according how it goes, So I'm looking forward to that. And I would like to take time out and apologize to Jeremy, Scott, Tim, and Crystal from the 13th Dimension. I was on their radio show for 2 hours, and I just wasn't myself. I don't know what was going on with me. I just had so much information I wanted to put out there. I wouldn't let anybody talk. I tried to dominate. I watched it back. So embarrassing. So I do apologize to you. We all have our off days. I guess I'm a bit dyslexic too, and it's hard to keep focus and keep on track of everything. But just honest mistake. Just send you love and light, and I appreciate you being so nice, and I do publicly apologize for that. Sometimes I get live, I back myself in a corner. I just, Mr. Microphone is all I know. Okay, real short show here. We're going to show you one video of a UFO that I caught, and, going across the sky. And according to Satellites Live, there was no satellites at the time that I did record this phenomenon in the sky. And I have a few pictures of some orbs, a couple of mists passed by, and I'll just let you judge for yourself, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here's our first video. I don't know if you can hear me or not here. Yeah, there we go.
I'd like to say hello, power up. Yes, it flashed, didn't it?
Yeah, it flashed a little bit. Yeah, it did. I barely caught that one.
they just go dim. They don't want to be seen.
Yeah.
Would you power up?
Yep.
Going into the trees.
Yeah.
I missed it. Do you power up or flash before you leave? One time. Feel the love. Come on here. No. Oh, okay. Thank you anyway.
Well, it gets exciting out there for sure. And that was the only video that I caught. It's been kind of cloudy and rainy, so it's really been hard to catch anything. Okay, here's our first picture. This is the fairy circle, and as you can see, it's almost daylight out there. It's getting daylight very early now. A couple of orbs I caught. Look how big these things are. And you can see right here, this is an ET, it looks like to me, looking through some kind of window here on this Merkaba or orb. You see the eye, nose, and the mouth, the chin. You see the head right there. You got to see that. And all kind of different faces in here. If you look real closely, look at this guy right here. An eye, nose, and the mouth, and his chin comes down. It's some kind of extraterrestrial. Looks like he's wearing a animal hat on top of him, or it may be just dimensions, overlapping dimensions, and it's just getting in front of them. I see that a lot. They get in front of each other or behind each other. All kind of different stuff in that orb right there. Look at that face right there. Eye, nose, and the mouth. I try to see all of these. It's really, really weird if you would just take a screenshot or pause it or something and you can see it yourself. It's really crazy, all the things that you see. And this IR camera picks up all of this stuff. It's just really weird. Here's one trying to come up out of the vortex there. You can see it's something there coming out as an orb. And here's one here with a face in it. It's hard to see, I know. It really is. You can believe it if you want to. You don't have to. I'm just showing you what I catch out there. Eye, nose, and a mouth right there. And there's something right here. 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. Really crammed full of all kind of entities right there. And here is a big one. Look at that. I mean, we just saw this, I know, but look at that. You can just really see that extraterrestrial right there. I mean, there it is. And a bunch more right here. I'm out there UFO hunting, and I take the Canon IR camera, and I do a couple of clicks here, and I catch all this stuff that's around me. I'll take another one, and it's gone. But you can see this right here. I am going to say this is the feline beings right here. One eye, nose, and a mouth. You see the ears? Doesn't that look like a cat to you? And then there's some guy down here, eye, nose, and a mouth. And it looks like it's a person out of his mouth right there. I don't know what these things are, but I do know that the feline beings are around, and that's one right there for sure, the protectors. And here's another one with some kind of window on the top and something sticking out right there. Looks like a guy with a mustache and a hat. Almost looks like Gallagher, doesn't it? It sure does. But you see all kind of different stuff and faces. Like right here, eye, nose, and a mouth. You see all of these entities. Where they are, I do not know. Here's an eye here. Can't really see the eye there. And there's a nose it's hard to see, and a mouth. And then you see all kind of different stuff around them. Like right here, an eye and a nose and a mouth. All kind of entities here. Let's see if we can see anything else. Yeah, there's one right here. Eye, nose, and a mouth. And there's something here. Eye, nose, and a mouth. You have to look real closely. You can see all kind of different entities, and sometimes they may look weird to us. I'm sure we look weird to them too. There's an eye. Look at this. That's just undeniable. That's an eye right there. Here's the other eye, the nose and the mouth. It's coming in. It's not all that clear, but that's what it looks like right here in our reality. I am hoping that people will have better cameras than I do. I'm a poor boy, Looks like something sticking out right there saying, hey, I'm over here. Who's taking a picture? That's really cool. I like that. But that is a tiger. I mean, you can just, that's a feline being. I mean, come on, Alrighty, here's one down here I didn't even see. I thought it was a rock. Look at that eye. You see the nose and the mouth right there coming up out of the vortex, out of the fairy circle. All kind of different stuff come up through there for sure. Another picture, a little bit darker with the night vision. And here is the fairy circle, and here's an orb here. And you see there's a guy here, eye, nose, and a mouth, or entity, whatever you want to call it. And another one right there. Gosh, yeah, look at that arm coming down right here on this one right here. Here's another one. And I can barely see this, but this guy looks like he's got teeth. See the eye? And you can't really see the other eye that well, but it's there. Here's the nose and here's the mouth. And you can see there, it looks like teeth right there. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. This one is really bright, but you see an eye and a nose, and maybe a mouth right there. It's flying around out there. One on the ground. Yeah, we saw this eye, nose, and a mouth. We did. Okay, another one here on the ground. Isn't that weird? All kind of different entities out there. I hope we're able to catch some with other people's cameras too. You know, I always want to get that third entity in here, you know, that's not emotionally tied to the place. That's really cool. Now this one is in the fairy circle. There's the wind chimes. I use that as my markers and my landmarks. There's something flying around right there. I don't know what that is. But this is what it looks like. Now I see two different themes here. I see something like a dinosaur or a snake, a serpent right here, an eye comes down, and there's a person down here with two eyes, a nose, and a mouth, and two antennae or horns sticking up. I see that a lot here. Now, if you look at it on the big picture, this being a serpent is what I thought it was. It could be this guy's mouth, but also it's dimensions, overlapping dimensions. This guy is in front of this guy. There's an eye here, nose, and his mouth should be right there where the eye is. So it could be. Just showing you what I catch. Okay, fairy circle again, and right here we have something going on. Looks like an eye, nose, and a mouth, and some kind of energy right in that area coming through on that Merkaba. I see two eyes, nose, and a mouth, a couple of ears right there. And what else do we have here? There's some in the background that just didn't come through. This is on the side of the house, looking opposite of the fairy circle. And there's some guy right here, eye, nose, and mouth. You see his hair right there. He's just sitting up there on a limb with a Merkaba. And that looks like that could be some kind of animal right here. Eye, nose, a spiritual animal for sure. Okay, and then this one was really bright. There's a dark spot right here. These dark spots, I see all kind of stuff sticking out. Eye, nose, and a mouth right there. And if you really look, you see an eye here. There's an eye there, nose, and a mouth, and two ears. It looks like some kind of animal. It may be a coyote. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of animal, and maybe it's one that's not from around here. Look at those circles going around this orb right here. Look at the energy coming off of it. I mean, this is some kind of Merkaba, people flying around in it, and that looks like a duck or a chicken or something. See the beak and the eye and the crown right there on it. And then there's a guy right here, eye, nose, and a mouth. There's something going in the middle right here that's blocking it out. There's one right here, eye, nose, and a mouth. If you just look, you see these things, eye, nose, and mouth, all kind of different entities in this Merkaba right here. And let's look at these. They're a little bit dimmer, but you can see there's a big guy here, eye, nose, and a mouth. I don't know, it's some kind of animal, some kind of extraterrestrial, dimensional traveler. Look at that. You can see it really easy. And then here's another one. They're all traveling together. There's an eye, nose, and a mouth, and the two ears. That looks like a cat, like a feline being right there. The feline beings are here. You just know they are. The Syrians. Okay, here's some mist over the car coming up out of the vortex right here. I wasn't even going to show this. It just looks like some fog, Dave. Yeah, I know. And then I get accused of pareidolia. Okay, well, it could be. I'm not saying that it's not. But when I see these things, I want to show you. I just want to share with you what I'm catching out there. This looks like the profile of something I've even seen here before. It has the hat. It looks like a Native American here or something. Eye, nose, and the mouth coming down, has the hat on right there. It kind of looks like that. And if you look real closely, you see all of these entities. I know that you may see one in something, but multiple like this, look at this guy right here. There's an eye here. I don't know if this is his other eye. I think it's over here. I don't know what that is right there. Something gets interferes, and you can see the head right here. It's the heart shape. I see these things around here a lot, and a nose and a mouth right there. You see this right there? That is some kind of entity, I do believe. And I just keep looking, and then here's one that looks like one of the gray aliens. I don't know what this brightness is right here. It could be an eye, nose, and a mouth, and you see his head and his body coming down, his arm coming down. You see this right here? Yeah, isn't that weird? And then I saw like 3 entities right here. I go, wow, yeah, I see that. There's a head here. There's a head there, as you can see. It's some kind of, I wish I could bring this up closer, but the closer I get, you can't really see it. So like right here, you see an eye here, nose and mouth. There's some kind of entity there. And look at this right here, eye, nose. There's some kind of mouth or beak right there. You just see so many entities. Look at this guy. He's smiling. Eye, nose, and the mouth. You see the chin coming down. He looks like you can see his teeth. See his teeth right there? Really. And then you have something right here flying around. I see this thing fly around a lot. It's in a lot of my shows from the past. You can really go back and watch them, and I hope that you do. And you see one right here with 2 eyes and a nose. And here's something, a cat. It looks like 2 ears, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right here. You can really see it when you zoom out a little bit there. It looks like a mad cat right there for sure. But anyway, you see all these entities in this, and I go, well, if that's all pareidolia, wow, okay. I believe what you say. I think it's some kind of spiritual thing here, because we have all these orbs here. We're on the Hamanescent ley line. All the UFOs coming over. They flash at me. They power up. You can look at my past shows. They're not there every time, but they are out there. And this is the big pine tree, about 100 feet high in the backyard. We're going to be sitting real close to that tomorrow night. And as you can see, there's some kind of window right there with something coming through. Big orb. I just wanted to show that because these things have been showing up a lot here lately. And down here is another one. And I don't know if that's the same one or not, but I can't really make it out. Is that an eye, nose, and a mouth there? I don't know. It could be, but you can see this wolf or fox or something here. Eye, and the big snout, and the nose, and the 2 ears right there is what I see. What do you see? And things flying around out there. Sometimes they come in clear, sometimes they don't. Okay, let's move on here. And this is the fairy circle. That one's trying to come in a little bit clearer. It's hard to see. And I wanted just to show this because look how big this orb is right here back there in the woods between the 2 fairy circles right here. This is a smaller fairy circle on the left, and this is the main one right here with quartz boulders. And I can't really see anything in it. I don't know if you can, but I just wanted to show how big these things are. It's big as a chair right there. That's huge. No telling what is in it. Okay, and that's it for today. Well, that was the show. I hope you enjoyed it. I do appreciate it very much, everybody. I really do. I hope you have a great weekend. And all the people down in Alabama and Georgia, nothing but prayers sent to you. all the people that were hurt and the families that have lost people and lost everything, their houses and everything. We do pray for you. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up, and comment and tell us what you think that you are seeing, your opinion on some of these things. Remember, on Facebook, CE5 ET Meditation Group. Go and join, okay? We're getting together tomorrow night for our first Skywatch, so it should be interesting, and we may even go live for sure. And I do appreciate it, everybody. This is David, the Backyard Ufologist, sending you love and light from the Hammonasset Ley Line on the Northeast Coast on Long Island Sound.
Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you next week. It's the Backyard Ufologist. Cool.
Whoa, this is heavy.